Hey guys, welcome back to Games and Stories, and we're back on Onar's farm, and we're gonna talk to more people.
Hey,
So,
they say you are revolting against the king.
My father has decided that it's time we defended ourselves. The militia never helped us anyway. They only came here to drag off our provisions.
What kind of work is to be had here on the farm?
My father pays money to all the men who help defend the farm. Are you interested? You don't look like someone who has a passion for field labor.
How much does your father pay?
You'd have to negotiate that with him. All I know is that each mercenary here gets paid every day.
Are there any rules here that I should stick to?
You don't touch anything here that isn't yours. You stay away from the areas that are none of your business. And if you must pick a fight, stick to the mercenaries. If you start a brawl with the farmers, everybody here will be against you.
That's all just gossip.
Has anything significant happened lately?
A few days ago, my father decreed that we're no longer allowed to sell anything in town. So now I'm staying here on the farm and selling my wares to visitors only.
Show me your wares.
What can I offer you?
so we need to buy every apple we can find in the game. Let's talk to Bodo, who is currently accused by Cypher as being a swampweed thief.
Is it really true? It's all just
How's it going?
The militia has bullied us long enough. Now that the mercenaries are on our side, they won't dare to just show up here anymore. The king may think he can get away with anything, but we're not going to take it anymore.
better off myself.
In town, they're talking about a peasants' revolt.
Nonsense. We aren't doing anything except defending what we've worked hard for. It's certainly true that the war is being fought on the backs of the peasants, but Onar is no longer prepared to just stand by and watch while the king bleeds us dry.
Can I rest somewhere around here?
If you're looking for a place to sleep, go to the barn. But don't lie down in a mercenary's bed by mistake. Onar makes sure that they leave us farmers alone, but with strangers who don't belong on the farm, the mercenaries can do whatever they like.
Cypher told me somebody stole a package of swampweed from him.
And?
He thinks you're the one who took it.
Oh, that's why the guy is always gawping at me so stupidly. I've been extra friendly to him lately because he seems to have hit a rough spot. But there was nothing I could do. I'd look at him friendly-like, and he'd stare at me like he wanted to kill me.
Give me that weed, or else.
Listen, all I've got is this one reefer of weed. Take it and leave me alone. You know that Onar's mercenaries look out for us, right? So don't do anything stupid.
I don't believe a word you're saying. Give me the swampweed.
I don't have it. Honest.
How's it going?
The militia, the king...
So, Bodo is not actually the thief. Minor spoiler alert right there. I just chose that specific dialogue option because, well, it gave us one free reefer. And Cypher has a quest in which we have to deliver 10 reefers of weed. So let's talk to this little farmer here called Pepe.
What are you doing here?
Guarding sheep. And if possible, staying out of trouble.
Doesn't always work, does it?
Nah, especially not with the mercenaries. I'm really glad to be out here in the pasture, although it can be dangerous too.
What's so dangerous in the pasture?
There's a small pack of wolves that roams the area. Lately, the damn beasts have come by and eaten one of my sheep almost every day. A few days ago, I had almost twice as many sheep. I don't want to think what Onar will do to me when he finds out.
Why didn't you tell the mercenaries about the wolves? I thought they worked for you.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that, but I didn't, damn it. And now, with so many sheep gone, I'm afraid to tell anyone about it at all.
But you just told me.
I'm already regretting that, too.
What if I kill those wolves?
You? By yourself? I don't believe it. I'd sooner trust my bellwether to do that.
Forget it. It was just a suggestion. I'll go over to the boys and see what they say about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're the greatest and you can take on 100 wolves at once, no problem. Mostly they lurk between the trees near the pasture. I think there were only 4.
How are you? And how are your sheep?
I'm fine, and so are the sheep. That is, the ones that are still here are doing all right.
Can I buy a sheep?
Anytime, if you can pay the price. A sheep will cost you 100 gold pieces. If you pay, you can take a sheep, but you have to treat it well.
So, if you want to buy a sheep, it's part of the initiation quest to join the Fire Magicians. But you can also join the Fire Magicians if you do the quest for Darren, in which you have to recover a valuable statuette of Innos. Now, there's only 4 small wolves. Oh yeah. Okay, that's one down. Okay, that's 2. Three and 4. So yeah, they jumped on us a bit, but doesn't really matter because we have decent armor and quite a lot of hit points for our level. Okay, all of the wolves are looted. Now let's see, what do we have here? We have pickaxe, quite valuable actually. Rusty sword, okie dokie. What else do we have? Meadow nutweed, sure, I'll take it. So this is a hunter's camp. Apple, milk, sure. Gladly take that off your hands. A willow bow and some arrows in a corner right here. So this little valley, if you head in that direction over there, you're gonna eventually encounter some undead, which are quite scary at our level. We're not able yet to take them on. Let's see what's in this chest. Some gold and a dagger, always a welcome addition. And a water pipe if you want to just chill out and smoke some apple tobacco. Doesn't really give any benefit whatsoever. It's just a nice, cool in-game animation. Now let's quickly heal up, and I think that it might be time for us to start pumping these dark mushrooms into our system. So for every 50 dark mushrooms that we're gonna eat, our mana is gonna increase by 5, and there are hundreds of dark mushrooms in the game. So that's why it's such a terrible idea to be Constantino's apprentice, because he pays full value for these dark mushrooms, 10 gold pieces per mushroom, but the issue is, why would you do it? I mean, it gives you a permanent boost to your mana. Even as a non-mage, by the way, for example, if you want to become a paladin, mana is still useful. Even as a mercenary, sometimes there are useful spell scrolls you can use, like transformation scrolls, or later on when you'll have access to teleportation runes, you're gonna want to use those, right? So, okay, just one more. Okay, so let's see what beasties we can kill without getting into too much trouble. So we have a couple of field raiders on the left. I see one boar on the right. And a ghost light, which is a will of the wisp, similar to the one in our amulet. Quite a fast little bugger, isn't it? And incredibly hard to hit, because the hitbox is sort of finicky. It's kinda higher than our... Ooh, slight lag spike. It's slightly higher than our character. Doesn't really drop
Nothing
anything.
to plunder.
Okay, we
Nothing there.
killed the boar. Now let's kill these couple of bugs, just for some quick experience. How are we doing on experience? Okay, we need 4,000 more experience points. Okay, come here, buggy. Okay. Okay, this lag is slightly beginning to annoy me. Okay, wall draw distance. Let's see, object draw distance, no. Okay, let's set it back to, let's say, a nice 16. And I had God Rays enabled. Yeah, I'm gonna remove the God Rays because they actually tax the system quite a lot. So the issue sometimes isn't how good your system is when it comes to Gothic, because you can have a computer with 64 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of video RAM, a turbo processor, and anything. The problem is that Gothic doesn't access your system resources properly. So sometimes it just lags for no clear apparent reason. You can install the 4 GB patch that allows Gothic to access 4 gigs of RAM from your system, but even so, it sometimes lags. Now, this unfortunate soul had quite a lot of goodies on him. Let's eat some more dark mushrooms. Okay, and we should, in a second, increase our mana by 5. I think it was at, yep, there it is. Perfect. So now we are at 44 mana. Cool, cool, cool. And we have a small cave here with some gobos. We might as well clear the gobos as well because experience and all that. So what do we have? We have a couple of goblins. Well, more than a couple, 3 goblins. One's dancing on top of a campfire and not getting burned. Okay. Now, one less goblin. Okay. Fortunately, the last hit was a critical, so we have a shorter fight on our hands. Okay, dark mushroom on a goblin. Exactly the stuff I want. Now, this goblin is gonna alert the goblins in the next section of the cave, so we're not gonna fight just one goblin, we're probably gonna fight 4. So we need to dispatch this one fairly quickly. Okay, I think we got lucky because it didn't alert the rest of the goblins, which is perfectly fine by me. We're gonna
Nothing there.
circle back to that chest in a minute. First, I want to see how many goblins there are here. So 4 goblins, and one of them is a goblin warrior. Kinda sucks. Kinda wanna fight just a couple of them at once, if possible. Now, let's see. Okay, I can handle 1 black goblin. Okay, and now, just 3 goblins to go.
Nothing to be had there.
The odds suddenly got way, way better in our favor. Now let's see, what can I quickly eat to restore health? I want to get a couple of more apples before eating 25 apples. So for every 25 apples you eat in the game, your strength increases by 1. And I think you can get something around like 100 apples in total in the game, more or less. Okay, so what do we have? Our priority is gonna be this Goblin Warrior because it does the most damage. We can handle the damage from the Black Goblin. Okay, what are you, bugger? Okay. So 1 Goblin by itself, not really a big threat. Several goblins at once, they can easily swarm you, and
nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder.
They can easily kill you even at a higher level because you're gonna take a lot of damage and you're gonna die a death of 1,000 cuts. Now we can get this small mushroom, and I think we can handle the last goblin. I'm hoping to get something like 2 more apples at Onar's farm if possible. Okay. And we can handle some damage. So, 3 chests in this little goblin cave near Onar's farm, a stone tablet, and the staff mace.
Nothing there.
Staff mace is a really cool weapon, but we do not have the strength to wield it just yet. Now, let's see. Left, okay, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, okay. So some gold, a sword, some fried meat, and a couple of lockpicks we just broke. So it was a net increase in our profits. Okay, more gold and some fish. Sure. Happily take that off your hands. So, kind of interesting that goblins know how to lock a chest. Small bit of environmental storytelling right there. Kind of a shame they never had voice acting for goblins in the game, since they do seem to have a culture. I mean, they robbed that and the fire magician. They robbed that guy in Gothic 2 for an almanac, so if they know how to steal, if they know how to waylay travelers, it means they do have a semblance of an intelligence to do that, and not to just outright kill people. Okie dokie, now let's go back to Pepe and deliver him the good news that the small wolves are dead. And it's getting dusk already. Should pop a torch pretty soon, shouldn't we? Now, any plants here? Yep, couple of mushrooms. At one point I'm gonna train my will-o'-the-wisp to search out for all items in the game. And we'll circle back to locations I've been to just in case I missed an item or two. Okay, I've done in the wolves.
I've done in the wolves.
You did it! Thank Innos. But now I still don't know how to tell Onar that all those sheep are gone. It's all that damn Bulko's fault.
What did you say about Bulko?
He's one of the mercenaries. It was actually his job to guard the pasture. But instead, he and his pal Silvio hang around Thekla in the kitchen all day. It's that bastard's fault if I don't get paid for weeks because of the lost sheep. I wish I could at least punch him in the mouth for it, but nobody stands a chance against him. The guy's a killer.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now we're gonna go. Let's see, how are we doing on experience? Okay, need 3,500 more. Now I'm curious if I can buy an apple or two around here. I think Khaled might have an apple or two, so let's talk to him. Hey Khaled.
Everything fine with you?
So, you want to join us then, hmm? Do you even have a decent weapon?
How did you end up with the mercenaries?
I came with Silvio from the south. We belong to an army of mercenaries which fought against the orcs.
What's your opinion of Silvio?
He's a dangerous fella, and many of the mercenaries who came with him this far listen to what he says. Better not pick a fight with him.
That's all just gossip.
What's your opinion of Lee?
I think that the only thing Lee is really interested in is getting away from this island. He wants to go to the mainland. Seems to have a bone to pick with someone there. At any rate, he does a far better job than Silvio ever could. Moreover, he's a good leader. Most of the time we can do whatever we want here.
Would you mind if I joined you?
Once you have passed the test, I shall vote for you.
What weapons do you have to offer?
Only the best. Just take a look at them.
So he does have some awesome weapons like Berserker's Axe that does 200 damage, but you need an insane amount of strength to wield it. Now what does he have? Some arrows, a leather belt, cute and all that, but none of these weapons we can actually wield right now. So Sadly, we cannot use anything he has.
I'm not telling you anything new.
It's getting late, so I think I'm gonna do the following. Let's talk to Dar,
You didn't get that from me.
this little boy over here, who surreptitiously is smoking swampweed all day, and we're looking for a swampweed package, so this is the biggest clue we have right here.
What are you smoking there?
Want a toke?
Sure, let's smoke some swampweed.
Sure.
Will it ever change? There've been all kinds of rumors. That's all just gossip. Let's wait and see what happens.
Not bad, huh?
Where did you get the stuff?
Do about
As
it.
if I didn't have enough problems. There've been all kinds of rumors. Have to listen.
There's nothing you can do about
I have my sources.
So if you smoke swampweed, basically
it. Nobody
It can't go on like this forever.
you'll get this small weird visual effect, and
Nobody will learn anything.
time will actually seem to slow down for you, in the sense that you'll move slower while enemies move faster around you.
Nobody ever asks me.
So do you do anything besides smoke?
Do you do anything besides smoke?
Not at the moment.
Mhm.
It's totally
I want to join the mercenaries. Do you mind?
Who cares?
Okay.
Is it really true?
Cypher told me that someone stole a package of swampweed from him.
nobody ever asks me.
Would you know anything about that?
No.
Where's the package?
Been all kinds.
What do I know?
That's nothing new.
I'll knock it out of you.
Relax, I'm way too stoned to fight with you. Here, first take a big toke.
Where's the package?
What do I know?
Do you do anything?
Not at the...
Okay, so this is basically the
It's all just
limit of his cooperation. The package we're gonna find in Corinnes, so it's getting late, so what we're gonna do now is do a quick turn of the page, and
That's really not my problem.
we're gonna go to Corinnes in a second. Okay, we are back in Corinnes, and let's talk to Baltram.
Hey, you!
I think he had some extra apples to sell,
Show
if
me
I'm
your
not
wares.
mistaken. Nope,
That's
no
not
he
what
doesn't. I was wrong. Damn, we really need a couple of more apples to eat.
I agree with
Show
you
me your
completely.
wares.
Nobody ever asks me.
Nope. Not here
Not what I
either.
heard.
Although he does have 3 dark mushrooms we are gonna buy, because those are the most valuable things he has. Okie dokie. Now, why did I want to go to Corinnes? Oh yeah, I wanted to go to Corinnes. Specifically because
That's the first I've heard of it.
I wanted to track down the package, Swampweed, for Cypher. So let's quickly heal up, because we're gonna have a more or less difficult fight ahead of us. Okay, let's eat the meadow berries and the woodland berries, sure. I usually eat the plants first before I end up eating the... So we need 21 more hit points, don't we? Let's drink one of these. And I think a couple of healing plants should be, yep, just enough. So let's see, what spell scrolls do we have that might make this fight easier? Nothing so far. Freaking awesome. Okay, we're gonna have a very difficult fight on our hands. What's the time? 21:21. Okay, we can manage that time. As long as it's not midnight, we can actually manage the fight. So we're gonna do a very quick fight to track down the Swampweed package for Cypher. And if I'm not mistaken, you can even ask around for it. You can ask around for Cardiff, I
Who said
think.
that?
I need it.
Nope.
would be a problem. I've got my own opinion about that.
You have to feel
Okay.
sorry for the poor guy. Let's wait and see
So
what
the
happens.
Swampweed package is in the warehouse at the end of the docks. And you're gonna see a very dangerous looking fellow guarding this specific warehouse. Now, he just has a name of guard.
Hey, you got no business here, understand?
Who are you?
That's none of your business. I'm the boss here, okay?
The boss of what? Of those chests?
Hey, the storeroom was under my supervision, got it? So piss off, or else I'll bash in your skull.
Okay, so he doesn't really do anything until you open one of these chests, or you
I'll
enter
never get
this
this open
room,
without the right key.
and he is a very difficult fight.
Hey, you still here? Didn't I tell you to piss off? Now I'll show you who's boss around here.
So you will be forced to kill him, and he is a very difficult fight because he can easily crit you. He also has a weapon that has a lot of range, as you can plainly see. Okay, we got a double parry. Okay. Okay, we're using a lot of healing potions in this fight. Okay. Okay, whew. He was level 20, so we got 200 experience points from him because he was level 20. The key to the harbor storehouse. Perfect. This is exactly what I
Nothing to be
wanted,
had
exactly
there.
what we needed. So a good amount of experience, and now we're gonna open these chests. So a parcel of weed, a heavy sticky package that stinks of swampweed. Cool. Good, good, good. That's the package for Cypher. And then we have a few healing potions. That will replenish our stock of healing potions we just used. Okie dokie. Awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, there's nothing else of interest in this little warehouse, despite the fact that it's brimming with apparent goods and little hidey holes for items. Only those couple of chests are the important bits. So, now that we've accomplished this little goal, I think this is a great moment to end the episode right here. Because in the next episode, we're gonna spend all of our arrows and bolts. Actually, no. We can't do that just yet, can we? Do we have anything to increase our dexterity? Nope. Sadly, nope. We need one more dexterity point. Okay. Bloody hell. Well, we're gonna use the willow bow then, because we really don't have a choice in the matter. So, yep, that's exactly what we're gonna do. So that's for the next episode to worry. So guys, I want to wish you a wonderful day, and if you really want to support the channel and all that, you can always buy me a coffee so we can share more games and stories together. As always, remember, the most important story in the world is your own. Cheers guys, and take care of yourselves.